Great start. What's up guys, welcome back to Twist Videos YouTube channel, and today I'm showing you a little video guide on how to get a particular trophy in Star Wars Battlefront, and that trophy is this, Ackbar's Elite. And what you have to do is complete any survival mission on Master difficulty without dying. Now if you tried this on any other map, it's insanely hard and you'd be mad to try it on your own. You always need a partner, but here on Endor, I wouldn't call it an exploit because you do need a jetpack to get there, but there is a little method that you can use and you'll be able to do it on your own very easily. All you have to do guys is put aside maybe 40 minutes of your time, because it's a bit of a long one, but it is easy. But let's jump into it now. Here we are guys at the beginning of our survival master run. We are obviously on Endor. And the first thing we need to do is head on down to the hands. You have Stalker, Scoundrel, and your multiplayer hand. What you're going to need for this one, guys, is the middle one. You need the jump pack to be able to do what we need to do. And the ion grenade is going to come in very handy for the ATST waves that come, you know, in the middle bits and towards the end of the game. So, with that selected, guys, go up to start. Now, before we press start, Admiral Ackbar is going to do his introduction like he does at the beginning of all the missions. You need to use this time to get to the place we need to go. Otherwise, if that first wave starts, you're going to be in trouble because it's going to stop you from doing what you need to do. So I'm not going to talk too much. Just follow the video as a guide to get to where we need to go. So here we go.
Your sabotage was successful. However, Imperial forces are now advancing on your location. We're on our way to extract you, but you'll have to hold out until we arrive. May the Force be with you.
So as you see guys, I went straight over to the Ewok Village, and we're heading all the way around, and we're going to be jumping up onto that platform just up here. So try and time it just right, and then jump and L1. You don't need to press forward too much. Now you're going to stay up here just until your jetpack reboots, and then we're going to head up to this platform here, and that's where we're going to stay for the majority of the game, pretty much with all of the game. You don't need any power-ups, and you obviously don't need to get the life chips as well, because you have to do it in one life anyway. So we're going to ignore the wave just at the moment. There's a couple down there already, but they should not be able to get you. Sometimes they'll be able to get you in little places. When they start throwing grenades and the ATST you know, shoots you, these planks that we're looking at here will come away and it'll expose a slightly larger gap. You can't fall down the gap, but they can shoot you with the lasers. So the best thing to do guys is probably just crouch and then just occasionally go over to the edge. But this, where we are now, is where we're going to stay for the entire wave, and it's so easy guys. As you see, they're kind of trying to shoot up through the floor already, but you pretty much can't be touched. The only things you're going to have problems with, they do throw grenades up, but all you have to do is obviously just run around the other tree. Try not to stay in zoom too often, because you're not going to see the thermal detonator icon pop up like we do there. It just doesn't really pop up when you're like this, so they could be throwing grenades at you and you wouldn't even know. And also the ATSTs, they're always going to bunch down here at this bit, which is perfect for your ion grenade because you barely even have to aim it. It's perfect. Again, the only ones that are going to give you real trouble though are the jump troopers, the ones with the jetpack. They're going to pretty much come up to almost level height, maybe here and here, because they jump up. You see guys, I'm getting shot from the bottom there. But again, if you're crouching, they shouldn't be able to hit you, and you can just hit them on the head when they come up. But what I'm going to do guys, I'm going to continue this wave, and I'm going to show you these little highlights throughout the survival run, and I'll show you what you've got to look out for. So guys, obviously this is the beginning wave, so things you can do, they always run up this opposite side of stairs here. You can take them out with ease. Again, watch this gap guys, this is the only thing really that you've really got to worry about. Just be patient. Don't obviously run to the edge. If the minute your health goes down past 50%, there's nothing stopping you from just going up here and just chill like this, because they can't hit you. Look, they're trying to, but they can't, and your life is gonna refill. The good thing as well, guys, is when the waves spawn over at the back, they tend to always funnel through this middle bit, so you've got such a clear shot of taking the enemies out. So you can see there's a shock trooper there. He literally cannot hit me, but you can pretty much hit him, no problem. You'll have to move back and forth, almost in like a wave motion, just to kind of make sure you don't get hit, because it doesn't take many hits, especially from these guys, to kill you. And the worst thing is you wasting all that time and them getting a cheeky little shot on you that you could have avoided by just being a little bit more careful. Best news about this though, guys, the shadow troopers can't hit you. They literally can't hit you. You are too far away, so you don't have to be as careful with those guys, because obviously it takes a little bit more time to find them when they go camo, especially against the like the forest. But yeah, they can't hit you, so you can literally stick your face out and you should be absolutely fine. Okay, another thing, guys, to be very careful of is the sniper scouts, basically. Obviously, they only really need to hit you twice, so when you've got two of them together, just be extremely careful. Don't stick your head out for too long. Just, again, go back and forward and just take them out. And time their shots as well. You know, when they shoot, gives you a window of a few seconds or so just to try and take them out. Okay, guys, this is the wave. So now we have jump troopers with the jetpacks. So they're the only ones really that can hit you while you're up here if you're not being careful. Now I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. There you go, guys. So there's one of the, well, we got 3 of the jump troopers just there, and they can hit you, as you can see from that angle. Now take them out nice and quick, but again, you can be ultra careful and just kind of duck behind here if you want to. They're not going to get you from there, but just get rid of them. It will speed your run up, and they're, you know, they're not too tricky, but just, yeah, just be very careful. And obviously remember about this gap here that they can get you from. So you see, as he comes up here, he's now kind of almost in line of sight with me, so that's where he's going to get a few of those little shots on me. But be smart and you'll be fine. So here's our first wave of ATSTs to hinder us in our survival trophy hunt. Again, guys, the only thing you're going to be worried about is when they're further away. If they can see you, which they will if you start shooting, they will be able to get you from these angles here. But thank God they're not there for very long. They tend to run straight towards you, so they'll be underneath you before you've even realised. Again, something to worry about, especially, once again, I'm going to keep coming back to this gap here. It's horrible. So you can see the ATST over there has seen us and is going for us, but you're absolutely fine. You are completely safe. Right, guys, in this way we have a new enemy. We have the rocket troopers, who have homing rockets and are able to hit you from the other side of the map. Like you see here, don't give them the opportunity. They cannot lock onto you long enough if you're crouched, as long as you don't give an opportunity to. So there's one over there. He's going to spin around, he's going to lock on. Look at that. He cannot hit you. They're almost useless, but don't give them the chance. Don't be silly. Don't stand at the edge when you've got the enemy locking on sign come up, because he'll hit you if you give him the chance. Like I said earlier on, guys, if you can't hit an enemy and you're waiting for them to move, sometimes you need to give them a little bit of a heads up. So just kind of go over to one of the other sides and just randomly start shooting, and that will kind of spur them on then to move and come and find you. Don't forget as well, guys, is you can swap shoulders. All you have to do is just press down on the D-pad. So whereas I've got all of this here to look at, if I swap over, I've now got all of that side to look at as well. So it's a little bit easier just to pick off the enemies if you continually swap shoulders. Right, guys, so Shadow Troopers have arrived, Wave 10. Now, like I said earlier on, you really don't have to worry about these guys. They can't get close enough for their weapons to hit you. And if they do get a lucky shot and maybe that you're slightly closer, it will do no damage. Literally nothing. So it's very good. The hardest part is when they go stealth, just trying to find them. Guys, another useful tip as well. If you can't find the Shadow Troopers, because they really do blend in, especially when they're down on the ground, you can use the game's inbuilt kind of auto lock. And all you have to do is just tap L2 and it kind of snaps towards them if you're moving in the sort of the general direction that they are. So you see here, every time I tap in L2, it kind of lines them up a little bit. It's not going to give you a headshot. You have to do some minor adjustments, but it does move over, and you can hit them that way. It's just good for trying to find them when they're in the forest. Guys, if this happens here, and the ATST refuses to move and just pretty much stays in the same position, just go around the other side of the tree and just wait there for a couple of seconds and he'll move on. Okay guys, this is wave 15 of 15. This is the final wave. Now they're going to send a lot at you, I'll be honest with you. The ATST seems more powerful as well, and there's 2 of them, which is lovely. They start using the artillery strike on this one, so again, nothing to be worried about, but just be a little bit more mindful of where they are. If they're further away, they will do the little barrage on you, and that's just not going to help anyone. But again, you should be absolutely fine. If you're careful, guys, you'll be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine.
Good job holding off the stormtroopers. The transport will be there soon.
And there you go, guys. That is your Ackbar's Elite trophy. But there you go. With an exploit, we've done it. Did you feel cheap? Yeah. But we got a trophy. Who cares? Anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out the video. If this helped you, it'd be great if you left me a like. Share it with your friends as well if you want. But, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.